sneak peeks, fun quizzes, and the scoop on special events. Sign up now at soapnet.com.
Frank?
Hi, Mom.
Oh, it was so dark in here, I thought you might be asleep.
No. Just thinking, I guess I'm still pretty keyed up.
Why don't you go on downstairs and unwind with Pat and Kevin? They're singing some of the old songs. They could use another strong voice.
Are you kidding? I've heard the whole concert along with everybody else on the block. How come I haven't heard Mary harmonizing?
Oh, she went downtown with Jack to see some of his friends. There's a lovely mood in the bar. Everyone's so glad for you. Well, if you'd rather stay up here, I could understand. You needing a little peace.
Thanks. I need to sort things out, you know.
It was quite a day.
Full of surprises.
More good than bad. Praise the Lord. I don't mind telling you, there was little tents outside that meeting room. Your father. He almost came to blows with Jack.
I'm sorry Da was upset, but it's good Finelli was there for Mary.
Oh, he was there for you, too.
Quite a turnaround, isn't it? Finelli once told me I'd always be susceptible to blackmail.
Man enough to admit that he was wrong. He said you're one of the few politicians in New York City that would stand up to Nick Szabo and let the chips fall where they may.
They sure didn't fall the way I expected. I thought it'd cost me my seat on the council, for sure. I really did.
Would have been an awful price to pay.
I was ready to pay it. But all of a sudden, I'm safe. The only thing I have to do is preserve my image as the devoted family man. Isn't that the way Charlie put it? Stick with Delia. That's all.
Darling, she did a courageous thing, standing up in front of a lot of strangers, telling them about her marriage and the hope she has to mend it.
You think she rescued me?
Didn't she, Frank?
Trapped seems like a better word. She told them a pack of lies.
All she said was that she loves you.
And that I loved her. Oh, she went into raptures about our reconciliation. I'm sorry you weren't in there for her performance. By the time I realized what she was up to, Charlie was patting me on the back. Dee had saved the day by tying my career to a dead marriage.
The child is so desperate to hold on to you and find a little happiness.
We all want to be happy.
And for you, that's jail, huh?
Once it was out in the open, I figured I'd be free to go to her, no matter what else I lost. Mom, I don't care how much of a hold Dee has on me. I love Jill.
I've known Jill Coleridge since she was that high. And I love her, too. I love little John. And Delia, for all her faults. Most of all, of course, I love you. But I can't stop asking myself what's right. And who's to take the responsibility for all of this, and who's to make the sacrifices? Love just doesn't solve the problem, darling.
Maybe not.
Have you told Jill what happened today at the meeting?
No, I couldn't talk about it over the phone.
Well, maybe you better ask her to drop by.
I'd like to. Any chance of your persuading Delia to leave us alone and behave herself for a while?
I'll speak with her.
Jill?
children 2-week life-changing event.
If I die,
You are not going to die.
But the race to save her life
We gotta get her out of here or we don't stand a chance.
takes a tragic turn.
Look out!
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. A mysterious man
you painted a portrait of me. How did you get this photograph?
and a new mystery begins.
Todd and I moved on. He's got a new life and a new face.
Maybe the question you should be asking is, do you know Todd as well as you think you do?
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Bare Minerals is the original. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals because it changes more than your skin.
Bare Minerals will change your life.
This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Bare Minerals is the only foundation I would ever use. Ever.
100% pure Bare Minerals is not like any other makeup. It looks like beautiful bare skin while it covers whatever you want it to. No matter what your skin type or condition, Bare Minerals is for you. Best of all, now is a great time to start going bare because right now you can get everything you need for flawless coverage. And a new favorite, Click Lock Go, gives you a spill-proof way to take Bare Minerals foundation with you anywhere. We also have an exclusive bonus collection worth $57.95, free. And it's all yours for more than 75% off retail. Our introductory Get Started kit includes Bare Minerals foundation for flawless coverage. We promise a perfect shade match or your money back. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call right now and you'll also receive 3 fabulous full-size and totally free gifts, including Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. So our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But if you call right now, this entire 7-piece set is yours for just 1 payment of $29.99. That's right. Order direct and receive everything you see here for only 1 payment of $29.99. That's over 75% off the retail price, a savings of over $90.
It's not expensive. It lasts for such a long time.
Bare Minerals is my miracle.
With our 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
To save over 75%, call 1-800-235-3320. ESCO, you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-235-3320 now.
Piping 10, lords a leaping 9, ladies dancing 8, maids a milking 7, swans a swimming 6, geese a laying 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh, that was terrific. You know, I always forget who leaps, who dances, and how many.
D, ladies always dance, and lords always leap. That's supposed to make you jump.
Oh, I can't do that. Ladies always dance.
You have a very good voice, Dr. Ryan.
Oh, thanks, Kenneth.
I really enjoyed the singing.
Yeah, so did I. You probably noticed I have a flair for volume.
Well, I noticed you were having fun. That is a talent in itself.
Well, not around here. Well, when Kevin takes another break, why don't you sing along with us?
Oh, well, thank you, but I'm never comfortable with a whole lot of people watching me.
Hey, it's just my family, give or take a few. Couple of beers and you won't even notice them. I'll get us some.
Oh, no more from me.
Oh, great. Here you go. Drink up. Soothes the vocal cords and makes you comfortable with my relatives.
Is that young lady one of your relatives, too?
Yep. Delia. Why don't you meet a friend of mine? This is Kenneth Castle, neurology's finest young lab technician. Kenneth, this is Delia Ryan, my very favorite sister-in-law.
His only sister-in-law.
How do you do, Mrs. Ryan? I'm happy to meet you.
Look, I'll talk to you guys later. You know, Maeve's upstairs and she wants me to be in charge. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, you really have a nice family.
Yep.
The holidays must be awfully busy at the Ryans.
Yeah. On Christmas, my mother still hangs a tree with ornaments we made when we were kids.
Ah.
Christmas Eve, and a bunch of friends come over, and we just have a great time.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Hey, this year you're invited too. How about it?
Oh, I wish I could, but I'll be with my mother.
Well, you can still see the tree. We leave it up till around Valentine's Day.
Does your whole family live upstairs?
Yeah, every last one of them used to. My parents have lived in that apartment for 30 years.
I've always tried to imagine what it must be like, growing up surrounded by sisters and brothers. Wasn't it awfully crowded?
Yeah, sometimes. Are you an only child?
Yeah. You know, we managed to scrape the rent together some months, and we lived in some pretty terrible places, but I always had a room of my own.
Well, I always had half a room of my own. Frank had the other half.
Well, I guess it all depends on what you're used to. I've learned to enjoy privacy so much. I have a special need to be in a special place and to study and think and plan. It's very important to me.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hello, Dr. Coleridge. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, thanks.
Well, enjoy yourselves. I've got some work to do.
Hey, come on, stick around. Sing with us.
Well, maybe next time. Thanks for the conversation and the beer.
Couldn't wait to get over here and find out about Frank. What happened?
Oh, everything's okay. They refused to accept his resignation. Delia really went to bat for him.
How do you mean?
Well, she went and talked to the district leaders and told them how much Frank meant to her, and that's what did the trick.
She patched things up with Frank?
Yeah.
Well, what about Jill?
I don't know. Before she went down there, Delia was scared to death that Frank was going to leave her. But, Hi. Look at her now.
Pat, you don't know how much Jill really does love Frank. Her whole life is tied up with him.
Can I get you something? Beer, coffee?
Oh, no, nothing. Look, Kenneth's not very much of a drinker, is he?
I guess not.
What were you two talking about, anyway?
Would you believe the importance of having a special private room where you can do your own thing?
Everything is going just as smooth as silk. You know, Maeve, I always want to do my best for you.
Thanks, Dee. I appreciate it.
How's Frank feeling?
Oh, he's all right. He's asking Jill to drop by. He wanted me to tell you.
Oh, he did, huh?
Delia, that's the only way these things can be settled. What has to be settled.
Couldn't he call her on the phone or write a long letter? You know, Jill is very big on letter writing.
Dear, he has to see her here. I mean, that way everything will be taken care of. She won't be staying long.
Okay, if that's what Frank wants.
You'll have the whole evening with him.
I'll have the rest of my life with him. See, he's my husband and he's the father of my baby. And we're gonna stay together. See, I promised Father McShane that I would not give up on my marriage at all.
Oh, I'm glad you spoke to the father.
Yeah, I spoke to him this summer. And I told him everything, Maeve. Otherwise, I don't know how I would have had the courage to go in front of Charlie Ferris and all those men. I just don't know what I would have done.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Father McShane gave me some very good advice. He gave me a special prayer to say also. You know, I've been trying to be loving and giving, you know? That's why I stood up in the meeting and I said all those things that I did. I think Father McShane would be very proud of me when he finds out. Look, I'm gonna go help Kevin, okay? All right.
Oh, Jill, darling.
Maeve, I hope you're not too angry with me.
I'm sorry and I'm sad, but I'm not angry. I know how easy it is to love Frank.
Thank you.
Why don't you go on upstairs, darling? He's waiting for you.
Well, 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 well. Hello, Jim. Excuse me. Just give me a minute, okay?
What do you want, Dee?
Well, I want to tell you what I did for Frank tonight. You know, I saved his career. How do you like that, huh?
Well, if you did, I'm very happy.
See, the district leaders knew that you and him were having an affair. But I made sure that they knew that it was over. And that he loves me very much, more than he's ever loved me before. See, I pleaded with him just to give him one more chance. Just as I have.
I didn't know that you were speaking at that meeting tonight.
No, it was a surprise appearance. And I managed to change a lot of minds about Frank. Would you like to hear the best part of all? You and Frank aren't going to be able to see each other. Because there are going to be a lot of people watching. So if Frank cares anything about his political future at all, he's going to stay home with me. My wonderful husband is going to stay home right where he belongs. So, why don't you just go upstairs and have your little talk with him? Just one more time. Oh, this is too much. I mean, this is really too much. You know, I finally won. Jill, the good, the smart, the talented, the sophisticated. Done in by poor, dumb Delia.
Are you finished?
No. No, you are. So, after you've had your little talk with my husband, why don't you go home and just cry into your law books? And just remember, I'll be in bed with Frank.
15 Seconds with Julie Marie Berman.
Prepping for a love scene is, you just kind of get used to it, I guess, and you try to eat healthy and make out with your significant other a lot to keep them comfortable with what you're doing.
Catch Julie Marie Berman on General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Let's give a warm welcome to Martha Borst.
Take a look at these hands. That's rheumatoid arthritis. They've experienced the pain of turning a key and the frustration of trying to button a blouse. And they're the reason I had to ask myself, am I settling for how I'm living with RA? Or could I get more out of the life I'm living? Settling or living? What about you? Go to realraliving.com or call this number to get information that could help you see where you stand with your RA. The truth is, RA isn't going to go away, but it doesn't have to stand in your way. Go to realraliving.com. Call this number. Don't let the fear and frustration of RA decide your future. Get the facts. When it comes to your RA, are you settling or are you living?
Now join Martha Borst for a webinar created for RA patients like you.
People are talking about General Hospital's Jason Morgan. Nicole Lachelle Alvarez posted on Facebook, "I love Jason." Candace Prophet says, "How I love you. Let me count the ways." Linda Lair Cox says, "Hot, hot, hot. Who doesn't love bad boys?" And Melissa Russell Gray adds, "My absolute favorite character ever. What a sexy man." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
I'm sure Jill went up to see Frank.
Yeah. I can't get over it. He's been in love with her for 3 years. That's a long time to be living with one woman and loving another one. I don't know. Maybe he loves them both.
I just keep wishing that Jill had gotten to know Frank better when they were growing up. I think maybe he should have married her.
Well, if we're gonna engage in hindsight, I don't think he should have gotten married at all.
Yeah, but he did, and he has Delia, and then he has little John, and he has a whole family now, and Jill doesn't want to hurt them.
I know.
She must feel pretty desperate now.
I hope it's not that bad.
Well, if everything's over with Frank, she's gonna feel empty and lost, and she'll be hurt. I know you think Jill is a beautiful, strong woman, and she'll find her own Mr. Right someday. But Frank has been Mr. Right for her for a long time. He really has, Pat.
I find that hard to understand.
Why? Because he's married, right? Jill had to share him with Delia, but she accepted that, and she was still able to be happy with Frank. He changed her in a lot of beautiful ways. I don't know, but I really understand what she's going through.
Guess that's because you're sisters.
No, it's because I'm in love myself.
Fortunately, marriage isn't one of our problems. Unless you've been holding out on me.
No, I'm not holding out on you. All the same, I'd feel pretty sad if we had to think about breaking up tonight.
Well, we're together tonight.
I just wish Jill was as happy as I am.
You don't look happy. I want to make you feel good, not miserable.
You do. Make me feel so good, I'd like to take you home with me.
Well, I'd like that.
Good. We'll go back to my room, and you can tell me how much you appreciate me as a person, huh?
I might even show you.
Ooh, lovely.
Yes, you belong right there. I've been straightening up the room because it's our room. Faith, I'm gonna make everything so nice for you.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with The Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet.
It's time, Erica. Choose a door.
Choices. They are life's constant. Anything is possible, right? The choice to be brave. I have breast cancer. The choice to turn back. I feel like I'm way out of my league. But when life doesn't turn out the way you hoped.
Something awful is going to happen here.
Am I dead? You wonder, did you ever really have a choice? Am I married?
No one gets to see their future. That's not how this works. The shocking new season begins.
I need to know.
Being Erica premieres tomorrow at 11, only on SoapNet.
You have come back for me. Oh, I thought you had left forever. That I would never again feel your soft, warm caress. Kitty likes that.
Crunchy outside, soft, meaty flavor inside, with only 2 calories per treat. Cats can't resist. Temptation's Treats.
There's a place called Hidden Valley where kids not only eat their vegetables, they can't get enough. Hidden Valley Ranch makes vegetables delectable. There's more from Hidden Valley than just ranch flavor. There's Farmhouse Originals with flavors like garden tomato, creamy Parmesan, and hickory bacon. Farmhouse Originals give this valley a whole new flavor.
15 seconds with Chriselle Staus.
Top 3 must-have items in my wardrobe. A great pair of shoes,
a little black dress, and some really awesome I Am Here necklace or a big ring, something like that.
Catch Chriselle Stouse and All My Children weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
An All My Children 2-week life-changing event.
If I die,
You are not going to die.
But the race to save her life
We gotta get her out of here or we don't stand a chance.
takes a tragic turn.
Look out!
Watch All My Children weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. A mysterious man
You painted a portrait of me. How did you get this photograph?
and a new mystery begins.
Todd and I moved on. He's got a new life and a new face.
Maybe the question you should be asking is, do you know Todd as well as you think you do?
Watch One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, just before he hosts the Academy Awards, critically acclaimed actor James Franco returns to wreak havoc in Port Charles.
I'm a whack job, ask anyone.
Carrie Payton is now on staff at General Hospital as Dr. Terrell Jackson.
So it seems.
House hunter Suzanne Wang is Carol Chang, wedding planner.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And on One Life to Live, General Hospital's Ted King is moving to Landview.
Quick.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
I never wanted to be with you more than I did today.
You were right beside me.
Could you feel me? Loving you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wish I'd made them understand the way I love you and how right you are for me.
Oh, come on now. Now, wouldn't that be asking a bit too much of our district leaders?
Yeah, they had a hard enough time dealing with the facts.
Oh, but Frank, you faced them. You told the truth, and Nick Szabo can eat his heart out. Oh, Frank, you did the right thing. I'm really proud of you.
I had a few bad moments.
Well, I was afraid that Ray Castro might give you a rough time.
Nobody took it well. Charlie was awfully hurt, but he hung in there for me.
Bless him.
Even so, they were ready to accept my resignation when they broke for dinner.
But Frank, they didn't.
Jill, I don't know if I'm grateful or furious. Delia's the one who talked them into backing me.
I ran into her on my way here. She told me a couple of things, but Frank, I didn't know if I should believe her or not.
I was afraid she'd get to you.
She said that she saved your seat on the council.
Tonight, before I went back to hear the final decision, I had it out with her. I said I was leaving. Not half an hour later, she burst into the meeting and started telling them some carefully thought-out lies.
Frank, please, you don't have to tell me. She already did.
She said, I love her, and I want to stay married to her. I sat there, and I couldn't believe she was so pathetic.
But the district leaders, they bought it.
Jill, they ate it up. Delia said exactly what they needed to hear. In 2 minutes, they'd given me a vote of confidence. Charlie, Ray, every one of them. I swear, I could see the relief flooding all over them. They had their happy ending.
And you couldn't take that away from them, could you?
Jill, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't decide. I still can't. She's backed me into a corner, and I know there must be a way out. I just haven't found it yet.
Frank, I think that maybe you and I should stop dreaming about a life together.
No, don't say it. Give me a little time and I'll figure something out. Right now, this whole crazy day is spinning around in my head and I can't think straight. I'm trapped, I'm saved, I'm pleased, I'm angry.
Frank, you know what I think?
Tell me.
I think that you've already made your decision and that Dee really has won.
Don't worry. She just took this round. That's all.
No, Frank, I mean it. If you were going to leave her, you wouldn't be talking about it. You would have done it. Today. Frank, this was a banner day for the truth. And there it is. You're married.
And you are going to stay married.
No.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at